Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Today's discussion is computer programming languages. Computer programming languages. Computer programming languages. To learn any particular language, it may be C or it may be Java or it may be Python, whatever the language, we need some of the fundamentals. Because of that reason, we are going to covering some of the fundamentals on this particular video. Once you are perfect in these particular fundamentals, you will be mastered in any particular language. While learning, you should not be feel any difficulty or something. Because of that reason, because of that intention, we are going to recording this video. Here, from the fundamental, so many students are coming from the without a background of computer knowledge also. Because of that reason, we are going to concentrating on the low level student. Because of this, our discussion is going to be beginning with the computer. What is a computer? We are going to specify as it is an electronic device. It is an electronic device. It may be, why we are going to specifying it is an electronic device. Why can't be the electrical device, or why not be the mechanical device? Here we are going to using the electronic components. Mainly electronic difference between the electronic components and other components is nothing but whenever we are considering the other components, it is going to be producing something. It may be in the form of heat, or it may be in the form of energy, or it may be in the form of friction or something it is going to be producing. Whereas we are going to considering the electronic devices, here it won't produce anything, but it will consume the power. It will be consuming the power. Based on that one, it is going to be working. Simple examples or real life examples we are going to considering. Electronic devices is nothing but our wall clocks at present, whatever the wall clocks we are going to getting, our calculators and our mobiles or etc. we are going to specify as the electronic devices. Whereas in the electrical and mechanical devices, means our floor mill, mixie, grinder, or such type of things and all is going to be considering the other than electronic devices. Whatever that other than electronic devices we are going to considering, it is going to be producing in the form of energy or in the form of heat or something is going to be producing. Whereas in the electronic calculator or mobile we are going to considering, whatever the battery power is going to be there, it is going to be consuming the power and it is going to be working. Because of this, we are going to differentiating like this. Okay, it is an electronic device. What it will do, it will accept the input. Input is nothing but in the form of data, processing it by manipulating some kind of manipulations. Whatever the input we are going to giving, it is going to be performing some kind of manipulations and it is going to be producing the output. It is also in the form of data in our desired format. Why we are going to specify the desired format means, whereas we are going to considering the calculator, it is going to be suppose if we are going to multiplying the two numbers, it is going to be giving the some result. On that particular result, if you are going to getting the after decimal point, if it is going to be giving the 10 digits or 8 digits or 6 digits like that, suppose if you want to remove that particular value which is available after that decimal point, it is not possible. Whereas in the computer, we are going to considering, we are going to getting the result, we are going to getting the output in our desired format, we are going to getting. In other terms, we are going to specifying as computer is nothing but the high-speed electronic data processing machine. High-speed data, high-speed electronic data processing machine. Okay, why we are going to considering the computer characteristics? What are the characteristics it is going to be having? Accuracy is the first point. Accuracy means why we are going to specifying it is going to be giving the accurate result. Suppose try to assume that one human being, suppose if he is going to be continuously working more than 12 hours or 15 hours and so on, at that time, whatever the calculations it is going to be producing, some errors may be occurred. Whereas in the computer is going to be considering, it never produce any type of wrong results. Means at the first hour, what type of speed and what type of accuracy it is going to be giving. In the 20th hour also, same speed it is going to be considering, same accuracy values it is going to be producing. That is the first characteristic. And the speed, when compared to the human brain and when compared to the calculators and all, it is going to be producing the, it is going to be calculating the any type of calculations by speed. Means within the nanoseconds or within the microseconds, it is going to be producing the result. Because of this, speed will be the very, very high. And storage capacity we are going to considering. Means storage is nothing but in the real life, whatever the, suppose if we try to assume that if I am going to maintaining a company or something, we have to store the so much of value, type of values. Means suppose what is the information about the employees and what is the production we are going to producing, that one we are going to storing, and how much product means how much product is going to be delivered for the from the company, even we have to maintain this and all. To maintain that particular one, we need the storage capacity. Means here we are going to having the unlimited storage capacity. How much you want, you can be utilized. And the repetitiveness means suppose if the same task is going to be repeating more than once, we need not to execute, we need not to work again and again. Simply once we wrote, means we specified for that one, automatically how many times we want to repeat that particular thing, it is going to be repeating. Those are all the characteristics of the computer. Okay, what is the block diagram of the computer? What is the block diagram? Here, whenever we are going to considering this block diagram, we are going to specify, it is going to be having the 4 units. First unit is nothing but the input unit we are going to specify, and the output unit we are going to specify, and another one CPU means a central processing unit. One unit we are going to having, and another one will be the auxiliary memory. Means whereas in the input device, means the input unit is going to be considering, it is going to be accepting the input from the user, and it is going to be converting into the machine understandable form, and it is going to be sending to the CPU. Means this direction, see that it is going to be coming from the input unit, and it is going to be sending to the CPU. Whereas in the CPU, we are going to considering, it is going to be having the sum of the units, and we are going to having the another unit, output unit we are going to specifying. Means after processing the data, whatever the it is given from the input unit, it is going to be processed, and what are the manipulations they want to do it, so it is going to be performing in the CPU, after completion of that one, it is going to be sending the result to the output unit. But try to remember that here CPU is nothing but it is going to be understanding in the machine language only, machine data only. But whereas here we are going to specify, suppose try to assume that we are going to multiplying the 3 and 6, 2. Means 3 multiplied by 2 equal to 6, we have to get the result. Means here that 3 and 2 multiplication symbol is going to be considering as the input unit. But excuse me, whereas the input unit is going to be considering, it is going to be converting 3 into machine language and 2 into machine understandable language, and the multiplication of symbol also will be converted to the machine understandable language. And the CPU is going to be performing the multiplication process, and the 6 is going to be considering, but it is in the form of machine language, and it will be converting into the human readable form, and it is going to be sending to the output of unit. It is going to be displaying the screen. And whereas in the CPU is going to be considering, CPU again it is going to be having the 3 units. First unit is nothing but a control unit, and next unit is nothing but arithmetic logical unit, and another one unit is nothing but memory unit or primary memory unit. Means whatever that control unit is going to be specifying, means whereas here data is going to be transferring from input device to your CPU, and CPU to output device, and CPU to auxiliary memory to CPU, and totally it is going to be transferring from one unit to another unit. Because of this, to avoid the traffic jam, like traffic police, it is going to be working the control unit. Control unit is going to be taking care of the controlling the entire system. And whereas in the ALU is going to be considering arithmetic logical unit, we are going to specify this arithmetic logical unit is going to be performing the arithmetic and logical operations. Means here whatever the data we are going to processing, it is going to be performing the arithmetic and logical operations only. Because of this, such type of operations is going to be performing here. And primary memory is nothing but it is going to be considering the whatever the values we are going to getting from the input device, and what are the calculation, after that calculation what are the values it is going to be getting, and what are the intermediate results we are going to getting. Such a type of values and all it is going to be storing into the primary memory. And primary memory will be the temporary memory. If you want to store that one into permanently, at the time we are going to interacting with the auxiliary memory. Because of this, from CPU it can be sent to the auxiliary memory. From auxiliary memory to data will be sent to the CPU also. Totally, these are all the functionality it is going to be performing in the computer. Means whatever the computer, it may be any type of computer, whatever the cost it is, we are going to considering, it is going to be having these are all the main units. Okay, here what is memory? Already we specified that primary memory and auxiliary memory. Here, this one will be the primary memory and this one will be the auxiliary memory we are going to considering. Means here primary memory is also called as the main memory. It will be available in the CPU. Means CPU is nothing but look like a one suitcase type of box we are going to getting. Means if you are going to purchasing any computer, or if you saw any computer, it is going to be having the one keyboard. Keyboard is nothing but the input unit, and it is going to be having the one display screen, that is nothing but the output screen, and along with that one it is going to be having the one like suitcase type of box we are going to getting, that is nothing but the CPU. In that particular CPU, it is going to be having the control unit as well as arithmetic logical unit, and it is going to be having the primary memory. And here we are going to specify this primary memory is also called as the main memory. And the main memory is divided into two parts. First one is nothing but the random access memory. Random access memory. It is also called as read-write memory. It is also called as the read-write memory. And the second one is nothing but the read-only memory. Read-only memory. Again, on that particular read-only memory, means ROM, we are going to having the another three parts. Those are all the nothing but the programmable read-only memory. Programmable read-only memory. EPROM, erasable programmable read-only memory. EEPROM, electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. Okay, mainly in the real life also, means suppose if you are going to considering any human brain also we are going to having this memory. Means suppose if you lost your memory, automatically you are the mad person. Means suppose whatever the information, means it does not have the any memory. Suppose if you are going to considering any movies or something, they are forgetting everything, automatically they are going to specify as the their main memory is not working, their primary memory is not working. Means our brain, whatever the memory we are going to having, that one will come under into the primary memory. And suppose try to assume that here permanent storage is nothing but a secondary memory. Whatever the means whatever the data instead of brain we are going to storing into the notebook or diary or phone, we are going to storing some information. Those are all will come under into the secondary memory. Primary memory will be the temporary memory, and the secondary memory will be the permanent memory. Primary memory will be the temporary memory. Secondary memory will be the permanent memory. Okay, on that primary memory, already we are going to specify the two types. What are the types in the real life also we are going to using that one. What and all will take the some example in the real life examples. RAM is nothing but our blackboard. Means every student is going to be having in their classroom blackboard will be available. Whatever the information is there, we are going to reading, and we are going to writing some more information on that particular board. That one also writing is going to be giving the option. Because of this, means if you don't want anything, we are going to erasing the entire information. This is nothing but the read-write memory or primary memory or random access memory. Random access memory. And a very little part we are going to having the read-only memory. Read-only memory example is nothing but our textbook. Means whatever the on that particular textbook, whatever the information is there, whether is it correct or not, we can read that one, but we cannot alter and we cannot modify and we cannot write some more information on that particular textbook. That one will come under into the ROM, read-only memory. ROM is nothing but like a white notebook. Means it is going to be giving the permissions to write only once. After that one, whether is it correct or not, it cannot be modified and it cannot be erased fully. That is nothing but the ROM. Means on that white notebook, it is going to be giving the permission to write only once. Even here also, it is going to be having the some part of ROM. That one we are going to calling as PROM, programmable read-only memory. With this particular program, we are going to writing something into that particular memory. After that one, we cannot modify it and we cannot erase. And the next one is nothing but EEPROM, erasable programmable read-only memory. Suppose try to assume that one notebook, white notebook you have taken and you wrote something on that particular notebook. It is a complete, entire notebook is completed. After that one, you find a small mistake in the sum of the places. Means at that time, again you are going to purchasing another one white notebook and another, again you cannot write everything. Where what we are going to do, wherever that error is going to be occurring, there we are going to striking out and we are going to writing the new value on that particular place. That is nothing but it is going to be giving the permissions to modify something, very light modifications only. It is not entire modifications. That is nothing but the erasable programmable read-only memory. And EEPROM, we are going to considering electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. Here, this is also a one part of a small part of ROM, read-only memory. But whereas here, we can write the information. Once you don't want that one, we can erase everything and we can write the new information. Means like a magic slate in the real life. We are going to writing something on that one. Whenever you need not to that one, simply you are going to tearing out that particular paper and again you are going to writing the new information. Means here our primary memory, means that primary memory will be available in the CPU. It is divided like this. Primary memory will be the fastest memory. It will be the costliest memory, but it will be the temporary memory only. For if you want to store permanently, at that time we have to go for the secondary memory. Means secondary memory we are going to considering secondary memory in the real life also we are going to using this secondary memory. Try to assume that you want to store my address. Means suppose simply once you read my address and it is in your feeded in your brain. But it may be remember 1 week or 15 days or 1 month or so on and so on. But after long time, means after 1 year or something, again if you want to recollect my address, it will be difficult. Because of that reason only, we are going to using the notebook or diary or telephone book, something we are going to using. And we are going to writing that particular address on that particular notebook. Means that particular notebook is nothing but the secondary memory. And some people, they are going to writing the phone numbers on that particular simple white paper or something. That is also secondary memory. Those are all the permanent memories. Whenever you want to utilize that particular data which is available on that particular secondary memory, we should transfer into the primary memory. Means so once you read that particular address, then only you are able to write the on that particular cover or something. Means so directly secondary memory data directly it cannot be worked. It means if you want to work with that particular data, it should be transferred to the primary memory. Okay. What is data? Data is nothing but we are going to specify as the raw material. It is nothing but the raw material which is used by the computer. Means here it is also called as the, we are going to specify as the series of bits. Series of bits means here a bit is nothing but binary digit. Binary digit. This is the smallest information of the computer. Smallest unit of the information. Smallest unit of the computer memory. Okay. Means processed data is called as the information. Okay. Here data is going to be considering as the in the form of bits. Bit is nothing but either 0 or 1. It will be in the form of zeros and ones. Because of this, any data is nothing but a combination or series of bits we are going to specify as the data. Means here why we are going to specify zeros and ones means computer is going to be understanding that particular language only. Because of that reason, whenever we are going to explaining the block diagram, on that particular block diagram, what is the functionality of input unit is nothing but it is going to be taking the human readability form data and it is going to be converting into the machine readable form and it is going to be sending to the CPU. Means it is going to be accepting the, suppose if you want to multiply the 3 by 2, at that time 3 is going to be converting into the zeros and ones and 2 also is going to be converting into the zeros and ones and after conversion it will be sent to the CPU and the CPU processes that one and finally it is going to be giving the output to the output unit in the form of machine readable data in the form of zeros and ones. But output unit functionality is nothing but it is going to be converting into the human readability form and it is going to be displaying on that particular screen. That is the functionality. Means here data is going to be specifying as the in terms of bits we are going to specifying and here means for anything measuring unit is compulsory. How we are going to measuring the particular data? Means suppose if you want to specify the distance, if you want to measure on that particular term, we are going to using the meters and the kilometers. If you want to specify the particular units for the weight, we are going to specify the grams or kilograms. Like this, we are going to specify. Similarly, whatever the data will be available, whatever the memory we are going to considering, how we are going to measuring, means here measuring units is essential. Measuring unit is nothing but we are going to specify as the byte. One byte is nothing but the series of 8 bits. Means 8 zeros or 8 ones or combination of zeros and ones. Totally 8 bits is going to be considering as the 1 byte. And one word we are going to considering, word is nothing but the 2 bytes or some places we are going to specify as the 4 bytes also. It depends upon the machine to machine, it is going to be varying. 2 or more bytes is going to be calling as the word. Similarly, half word also we are going to considering. Means here one bit is nothing but we are going to specify as a either 0 or 1. And 4 bits, so combination of 4 bits we are going to specify as the 1 nibble. And a combination of 2 nibbles or 8 bits, we are going to specify as the 1 byte. And 2 bytes or 16 bits, we are going to representing as the 1 half word. And 32 bits or 4 bytes, we are going to representing as the 1 full word. And 64 bits or 8 bytes, we are going to representing as the 1 double word. Okay, means it will be varying from the system to system. Usually maximum systems they are going to following this one. Means 8 bits is nothing but 1 byte. Byte is common for any system. And 4 bits we are going to representing as the 1 nibble. And 2 nibbles is nothing but the calling as the byte. Or 8 bits is nothing but the 1 byte. And 16 bits is nothing but 2 bytes is nothing but one half word, 4 bytes is nothing but one full word, and 8 bytes is nothing but one double word. Okay, but here 1024 bytes is nothing but we are going to representing as the 1 kilobyte. But whereas in the real life, kilogram or kilometer is nothing but 1000 grams is nothing but 1 kilogram we are going to representing. 1000 meters is nothing but we are going to considering as the 1 kilometer. But in the real life, we are going to specifying as the 1000 will be the considering as the kilo. But whereas in the computer terminology, 1024 will be considering as the 1 kilo. Why is that 1024? We will see in the next videos. But simply try to assume that 1024 bytes is nothing but 1 kilobyte. And 1024 kilobytes is nothing but 1 megabyte. 1024 kilobytes is nothing but the 1 megabyte. And 1024 megabytes is nothing but 1 gigabyte. And 1024 gigabytes is nothing but 1 terabyte. And 1024 terabytes is nothing but 1 petabyte. These are all the measuring units. Okay. Here we'll see the another next topic will be the binary codes. What are that binary codes? Means already we specified that everything means a computer is going to be understanding only one type of thing. It is in the form of zeros and ones. Means how the conversion is going to be taken care. For that sake, we are going for the binary codes. Here numeric codes we are going to considering alphanumeric codes. Numeric codes is nothing but only numbers are going to be converting into the binary form. Only numbers means in the suppose real time example if we are going to considering 56 will be if we are going to considering as the data, and if 56 should be converting into the zeros and ones. Means such type of numeric numbers are going to be considering as the converting into the binary form. That one we are going to specifying as the numeric codes. Alphanumeric codes is nothing but means here it is going to be accepting the alphabets. It may be uppercase or it may be lowercase alphabets and symbols means digits, whatever that 0 to 9 numbers. And along with that one, some of the special characters are going to be considering. Means here we are going to following the three types of alphanumeric codes. First one will be the ASCII code. ASCII is nothing but the abbreviation American Standard Code for Information Interchange Code. American Standard Code for Information Interchange Code. To represent this ASCII characters, we are going to using the 7 bits. 7 bits code we are going to using. And what are the range is nothing but 0 to 127 number we are going to considering. And the next binary code is nothing but EBCDIC, EBCDIC. Extended Binary Coded Decimal Interchange Code. Extended Binary Coded Decimal Interchange Code. It is going to be considering as the 8 bits. It will be the 8 bits code and the range will be the 0 to 256. But here 7 bits is nothing but 0 to 127. But whereas here 8 bits is nothing but 0 to 256. How we are going to getting these values? We'll see in the next videos. Okay, next one will be the Unicode character. Unicode character is nothing but along with this English letters, English characters, it is going to be considering the other than English characters also. It may be Hindi or it may be Telugu or it may be French or such a type of languages also going to be considering. Because of this, this binary code is going to be occupying the 16 bits or means that is nothing but the 2 bytes code. It is range from the 0 to 65,536 will be the data. Okay, next one we are going to considering the types of computers. How many types of computers is we are going to having means, mainly we are going to dividing three types: analog computers, digital computers, and hybrid computers. Analog computers at present means only in ECE engineering people, they are going to using this particular analog computers. But whatever the computers we are going to working in the regular life, it will come under into the digital computers. And a hybrid computer is going to be having the combination of good features of analog computer as well as digital computer. And digital computers also we are going to having the mainly 5 types we are going to considering: supercomputer, mainframe computer, mini computer, super mini computer, and microcomputer. But nowadays, everywhere, wherever we are going to seeing that particular computer, it will come under into the microcomputer. Microcomputer. This is the smallest computers in the types of computers, and the main component of that particular microcomputer is nothing but the microprocessor. It is one type of IC only. It is the main component in that particular CPU. Because of that reason also we are going to calling as the microcomputer. And it is also called as a personal computer. Means so individually we are going to working with that particular system. Because of that reason we are going to specifying as the, it will be called as the personal computer. It is a single user, only one person can be interacting with it will be the cost will be the very less. Because of this it will be the inexpensive. That one will be the microcomputer. Okay, generally means so if we are going to specify what type of job you are going to doing, means a software engineer or a hardware engineer, they are going to specify what is the hardware and what is the software. Means the hardware is nothing but the physical elements of the computer. Means so in the real life also, if we are going to considering the any type of thing, means so suppose try to assume that we want to do some particular experiment. It may be any type of experiment. To perform that particular experiment, we need the some of the equipment. That one will come under into the hardware. Means so it is nothing but in the computer terminology, whatever that physical elements or physical components is going to be having, it will come under into the hardware. It can be touchable or it can be visible. Means so input device, memory device, output your device, such a type of things and all will come under into the input hardware. Similarly, software is nothing but, means so suppose same example we are going to considering. Means so we are going to performing the particular experiment. For that particular experiment, we are going to having the some equipment. Once we are going to having that particular equipment, how to use that particular experiment to perform that particular experiment, you should be familiar. That is nothing but the software. It may be available in our brain, or it may be available in the some notebook, or it may be available in the manual or something. Means the software is nothing but it is a combination of the programs. Some set of programs is nothing but software. Program is nothing but some set of instructions. Means the instruction is nothing but it is going to be performing a task. It's going to be performing a task. Means the combination of instructions is nothing but a program. Combination of programs is nothing but the software. And how many types of softwares will be available? Here we are going to representing as the 3 types of software: system software, application software, and firmware. System software is nothing but it is also a set of programs only, and to utilize the maintenance of that particular system. Because of that reason, we are going to calling as the system software. Application software is nothing but some set of programs only to perform some particular application. Means suppose try to assume that we are going to having a one game. Game is having the software, or that software is going to be having the some particular programs, and it is going to be utilized to play the particular game. Those are all will come under into the application software. And the firmware is nothing but one type of hardware we are going to specify, but it is having some software. That software cannot be changeable, and the company people is going to be storing this software into that particular device, and they are going to fixing into the CPU. That is nothing but the firmware. And last topic on this particular today's example, today's class. And what is an operating system? What is an operating system? Try to assume that we are going to purchasing a TV or something, new TV. If you want to operate that one, what we are going to do immediately? We are going to opening on that particular manual, and according to on that particular manual, they are going to specify how to operate and all. Once they are going to reading on that particular thing, then only we can operate that particular component, particular device. Even here also, to work with that particular computer, we need operating system. It will come under into the software. On that particular software also, it will be come under into the system software. System software. It is mainly used to operate that particular computer. Means without we are having that operating system, we cannot work with that particular computer. It may be any expensive one, or it may be inexpensive one, whatever it is. Without the operating system, we cannot work with that particular computer. Because of this, operating system is nothing but the one software. It is going to be storing into the memory, and once we are going to having that particular operating system, user can interact with the particular computer through the operating system. And once you are going to having the operating system, and it will be ready to execute any type of task. Okay, till now we are going to finishing on this particular video. This continuation to the having the another video. Please try to share with this videos to your near and dear, and subscribe this channel for your future videos. Okay, thank you.